red door at Telios Farm leads to a world of beauty, magic, imagination, wonder, and possibility. Let's enter that mysterious place now and search for insight, wisdom, understanding. And who knows, maybe some unexpected gifts will appear.
Happy day, you beautiful people, and welcome to another Red Door Talk. I'm Tom McLaughlin. I'm at Telios Farm, and I'm looking out into this morning blue sky and saw what looked like, there it is. I can't tell if it's an enormous hawk, red-tailed hawk, or whether it is a golden eagle. I can't quite tell, but it's gorgeous and graceful. Today I want to address some of what is on this shirt. This shirt, last year in my final year as a high school classroom teacher, was my Friday shirt. And it just became kind of my signature of the day. Kindness, peace, equality, love, inclusion, hope, diversity. I've studied religions from around the world and across time, wisdom traditions, spiritual traditions, and each one of these values is embraced, highlighted, uplifted, regardless of wisdom tradition, regardless of culture, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of your scientific views of the world. These are values that we humans share in common. I find sometimes I really experience deep sadness when some of these values seem to be flashpoints for theological, religious, political division. It makes me sad. It also makes me angry, to be quite frank. These values are things that we all know we want to receive. We also know that when we give love, when we do kind acts in the world, you'll see those bumper stickers, do random acts of kindness. And we know how that feels when we are actually the ones doing the kindness, when we are the ones loving. It feeds us too. This is part of the magic of love and these fundamental values. When we include others, those who are like us, those who are not like us, when we include others, we are enriched. We are more complete. You have things in your life, in your experience, in your heart, in your mind that I don't have. I need you. I need you. So when you include me, I am enriched. I am enlivened. I have the potential to become even more fully myself.
I've been thinking about diversity and equity and love. And this barn behind me is an example of where I had to let down some of the barriers that I had erected, not knowing that I was doing it. But my wife, Rebecca, and I are different in so many ways, as many couples are. But one of the ways is that I'm a planner. Rebecca likes to get in and do. And I will plan and plan and plan. And Rebecca will jump in and do. And even if she has to redo it, she will get it done. So when we moved into this home 9 years ago, this building here was just a empty shed. Now it is home of our chickens. It's our barn. Lots of things stored in here, as you can see. And this is where our layer hens live and lay their eggs and sometimes roost. Rebecca was the one who envisioned turning this into a barn. And she came in here one day and just started building. She just started doing it, throwing up framing for what would become two different coops. Now, I would have planned and planned and planned, and it may never have gotten done. Rebecca got it done, and it's beautiful, and it's functional, and she and I have had to figure out ways to blend our different ways of being, but I benefit so much from her willingness to just get in and do things. Even if she isn't quite sure how it's going to get done, she gets it done. My willingness to spend time measuring, thinking, drawing, that also benefits us. Which one is called for in a particular moment? This is our challenge. One of the ways that I see how I benefit from diversity, from inclusion, is when it came to a church service. I grew up in a traditional Catholic home. There was a particular way that Mass unfolded week by week, and it was predominantly white people in the parish and leading the parish, the music, the priests, the readers. One Sunday when I was a young adult, I went to a Mass in a inner city Detroit parish that was predominantly Black. It was extraordinary. Whereas in my home parishes, most of them anyway, people sat around quietly and listened, and the readings would be read, and the different responses from the people would be spoken, but very just kind of quietly and often in monotone. In this Black parish, there was joy, there was laughter, there was amens, there was clapping during the songs, which was unheard of in my particular parish. I remember being taught as a kid, you don't clap in church. Not in this parish. When it came time for what is called the sign of peace, this is where people take a moment to shake a neighbor's hand and offer them peace in the spirit of Jesus. Whereas in my white parishes, people shake hands and they'll sometimes hug too, but then it comes back together within a minute or so. The priest brings us back together. Not in this parish. People were walking around and they were hugging and they were talking and they were hugging me and they were welcoming me, even though they didn't even know who I was. There was this joy, there was this welcoming, this inclusion that made this huge impression on me. The energy, the spirit in that room, I thought, this is what I could be a part of. And I was not used to that. That was a blessing for me, a gift for me, a different way of being. We've taken time to explore. Now let's head back home with all that we've discovered. Let's use our increased self-awareness, knowledge, and understanding to serve our communities and all that we love.